Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures: no photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions: please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I've added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagwan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha, Radhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation. Not just creation getting created. Even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created. And pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, Trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And Anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase. Ishana Murti as 5 phase. Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase. Agora Murti as 5 phase. Tatpurusha Murti as 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase. Agora Murti has his five face. Vamadeva Murti has his five face. Satyojata Murti has his five face. Ishana Murti has his five face. All these five Murtis, five faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and Nityananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas, are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst prosecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. First experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting, the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All his ganas, Shiva ganas, exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas form the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. As Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your Guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measured, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Nityananda Jnana Paddhati for the power of length dimension, powerful cognition from Bhagavad Gita decoded. Let's go to the satsang.
Really can't come, at least tomorrow after the Chandi Homa, burn it away with your patterns and the papers. I tell you, complete just with this one stupid belief, you can be violated. You will be so free. It will be like as if inside your head some 200 worms were moving around all the time and eating your brain, and all the worms have been flushed out and cleaned, and you are fresh, free. Wow. All the unknown fears and unknown sufferings, unknown tortures you do to yourself will all be cleaned. You cannot be violated. And I want all the Gurukul kids to practice this. One truth, you cannot be violated. Because as a kid, even if your brother or friend, somebody slaps you or touches you or snatches away your pencil, even with those small things, you start believing you are violated. And that idea of being violated becomes such a strong pattern in you. As a kids, all our Gurukul kids should learn, when you are a kid itself, now itself learn, you can never be violated. You can never be violated. You are a pure consciousness. Understand? You can neither be cut nor be killed, or be burnt, or dried. And I tell you, if you create your whole nervous system with this one clarity, I can never be violated, what a power you will radiate to God. What an energy you guys will radiate. I wanted all our disciples to go to the tallest towers and mountains near your place, stand on the top and shout to the world, you can't be violated. Whatever makes you believe you can be violated is stupid. I really feel like Ramanuja today. That's what Ramanuja did. When he got that click, that Ashtakshari, the 8-lettered name of Vishnu, Bhagavan, when that is repeated, immediately that enlightenment is experienced, he could not control himself. He got onto the temple tower and said, my Guru has told me not to give this mantra to anyone and everyone, but I am telling you guys, all of you come and learn this mantra. You can immediately get the enlightenment and Vaikuntha. Take it. What happens to me, don't worry. And I tell you, I am so sure of what I am talking. Not only I want to claim the tallest tower building available near, I wanted every one of you to claim your nearest tallest tower and hills and building and shout from there to the whole world. You can't be violated. Anything which makes you believe you can be violated is stupidity. Anything which makes you believe you can be violated is only violating you. Not only this will be useful for our kids to create a new life, even if you are old, this will create a new body and mind. This will heal your whole system. I don't even want to talk from the utility angle. I just want you to know the truth. It's law of life whether you understand or not. Because it came from Kalabhairava, that is why I am telling the Kula Kundalini which is in all of you, which is extension of pure Kalabhairava. So it is through the Kula Kundalini, you and me, Kalabhairava, all are connected. We are all one in the space of that Kula Kundalini, which is the source of life in all of us. That's why I am requesting the Kula Kundalini, which is present in all the bodies. Please awaken to the truth. We can never be violated.
Recognition that Bhagavan is giving on Advaita Satya, and you can never be violated. Absolute can never be added or taken away from it. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
Is taken from the Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.19. शक्तिसन्धाने शरीरोत्पत्तिः शक्तिसन्धाने शरीरोत्पत्तिः
Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.19. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, by aiming and fixing the self on Shakti, uniting in oneness with the supreme power, the embodiment of that which is cognized and willed, manifests at once in its length, breadth, depth, time, and space dimension. Bhagavan beautifully says here how the Advaita Satya, in all dimension, length, breadth, depth, time, and space, one can change anything he wants. These Alvars, Nayanamars, and Siddhas, they were able to play with nature into any extent. They were able to extend their life. They were able to make the animals chant Veda. They were able to just make things into paths and put back in paths, or disappear and appear anywhere. Go into anybody's body and experience the truth. All kinds of possibility they did. And the Nayanamars and Alvars also experienced all these great powers in all dimension. All of them, the only one common thing, they understood they are Paramashiva. They are not the body, they are not the mind, which is matter. All the thoughts that we have is matter. The length, breadth, depth, time, and space, Bhagavan says, is matter. The matter can be altered if we understand the science behind it. If we know that everything is made of clay, then we can change and put another clay to fix it. Same way, if we know everything is made of consciousness, we should be able to put everything back the way we want as it is. That's why the Siddhas were able to play with all these powers in a very simple way, whether materializing or teleporting or just downloading anything from the planet Earth or doing an Akashic reading. Everything was possible by all these Siddhas, all the enlightened masters. The Siddhas, Rishis, Munis, and lakhs and crores of them lived and experienced these powers. Bhagavan here, he says very clearly, you can never be violated. Manika Vachakar, he was such a great devotee of Shiva. He got the money from the king to buy horses, but he went and made a temple and started enjoying Shiva's presence there. But then the king called him back and asked for the horses. He said, Paramashiva knows, and Paramashiva brings all the horses to the king, and the next day the horses became the foxes and even bit and killed all the horses which the king had. King got ferocious with Manika Vachakar, put him in a jail. And once he was put in a jail, immediately the Vaigar river in Madurai started rising and creating flood. Only then he realized, and then Shiva comes by himself to stop the flood. And during that process, the king goes and shouts at Shiva that he's not doing any work and beats him. The minute he beats him, everybody in the whole universe felt that beating on their body. So beautifully, Bhagavan, what he says, you can never be violated. You are in Advaita Satya. What you are made of, everything is made of the same thing. So whatever you experience, everything experience the same thing. It's like one part of your body is experiencing cold. The whole body is feeling cold. It's not that only your leg will be cold and your body is very fine. The whole body experience everything. The body is nothing but a microcosm of the universe, how the whole universe functions. So what you experience in your body is exactly same the whole universe is experiencing. If you are experiencing Paramashiva, you will see everybody experiencing Paramashiva in that context, more and more you live out of the higher reality, you will see everybody is also experiencing only higher reality. Only that will be your reflection. Whatever is your inner image, that is what is the outer image. So beautifully, Bhagavan gives us a very powerful technique. You cannot be violated because it's not just you. You're a part of the whole, and the whole will feel exactly how the part feels. He says, you hitting yourself or you getting attached to yourself is no use. But you understanding you're part of the whole and the whole is nothing but you, yourself, is the Advaita Satya. Bhagavan beautifully gives us a very powerful clarity that you're the absolute infinity and you exist as the Brahman, experiencing everything that exists as you, including the Paramashiva in you. Everything exists in you. Such a powerful cognition. Let's go to Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana for length dimension, large amount of information in very short time. All these great rishis, the Vyasa and Brahaspati, all got downloaded from the great knowledge from Brahma. Large information in microseconds just got downloaded into these great rishis. Here, Vidya Lakshmi herself appeared before Guru Raghavendra and told, after feasting on the intellectual treat provided by Sri Madhavacharya, Jaya and Vyasa Tirtha, Jaya Tirtha and Vyasa Tirtha, Vadiraja and others, I am once again starving the light of Tattva created by your beloved Srimad Acharya will large amount of information in very short time. All these great rishis, the Vyasa and Brahaspati, all got downloaded from the great knowledge from Brahma. Large information in microseconds just got downloaded into these great rishis. Here, Vidya Lakshmi herself appeared before Guru Raghavendra and told, after feasting on the intellectual treat provided by Sri Madhavacharya, Jaya and Vyasa Tirtha, Jaya Tirtha and Vyasa Tirtha, Vadiraja and others, I am once again starving the light of Tattva created by your beloved material bondage and dedicate themselves to the course of Hari and Vayu. This is both of your duty and your destiny. You are a great soul destined to provide solace and to the millions of needy people. Accept the Tirtha request and take sannyasa. You are Sri Hari's beloved devotee, and that is what he expects from you. Guru Raghavendra woke up and with a start, his dilemma were resolved and he was sure where his responsibilities lay. This is from the website of Sri Raghavendra, Mantralaya Mat. Let's go to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramanas are Leelas of Bhagavan.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् Vande Guru Parampara. Having Nayana Diksha, the day Subramanya was conceived means he was expressed through the third eye of Sadashiva from the 5 phases: Satyojata, Vamadeva, Agora, Tatpurusha, Ishana. From 5 phases, third eyes, the energy is gathered, and the 6th space, not phase, space, Adhomuga, means the unborn space, Avyakta. It's also called Ajomuga and Adhomuga, both, which is not shown, which is not born. Ajo means which is not born, Adho means which is not shown. The 6th space of Sadashiva, Avyakta, which is Ajo and Adho, which is neither shown nor born. From that space, the 6th spark happened, and Adi Shakti held the whole thing together. The bio-memory of Adi Shakti, bio-energy of Sadashiva, it was too powerful to hold it together till the baby is delivered. So Ganga came to help. She acted as a spiritual incubator, adding muscle memory to this Garbha. So the bioenergy of Sadashiva, biomemory of Adi Shakti, and muscle memory of Ganga put together, completion of Sadashiva is Subramanya.
We have a Balasan sharing for the power of length dimension from Akasha.
Nityanandam, my name is Nandita and I'm a Balasant of Nityananda Gurukul. So today I'm here to share with you all what it feels like to read the Akashic readings. So what it feels to be like in that oneness with Swamiji, where the whole thing is just, the whole cosmic archive just appears in front of us. So see, the whole thing is very simple. All what I do is just connect to Swamiji and just get into that oneness. And when anyone come and ask any question, the whole answer will just start appearing in golden letters, and it will be like whatever appears I'll just read out. That whole thing I'll not remember, but the only thing that which I get to enjoy is the whole space. It'll be so sweet just to have so many people come, and the more and more I read for people, I get more and more excited because there'll be some joy that will be happening in me which I'll be enjoying. Especially this whole thing was so sweet when I was reading the past lives of all the Balasans. So when each and every Balasans were coming and asking their past life, the more and more I read for each and every kid. I didn't know what was happening, but what I was reading, I was not able to remember. But the whole space, when each and every kid, their past was getting revealed, there was so much of joy that was happening in me. I was like constantly throughout the whole time where I was reading. First thing, one part, my body was getting heated, so I had to drink like liters of water. But the other side, I was not able to control my joy that was happening. So many kids, and each one living with Meenakshi and Swamiji with so many lives, and when all their past is being revealed. So that was the best part. The only thing which happens to me when I read is just the joy of seeing the whole Akashic readings. That whole space is completely different, where you just get into oneness with Swamiji. Just decide, okay, Swamiji, whatever questions they are asking, just show the answers. And when I just look at the deity of some, just before the puja, the deity will be normal. But after the puja, when I just apply that Jnananjan, and when I turn and look at Swamiji, suddenly there'll be like lots of golden words that will be appearing, which I have to read out for people. It'll appear, and more the words appear, the joy in me, and there'll be a different kind of space altogether. I'll just enjoy the whole space, and I'll read the whole Akashic readings.
Now let's go to the instruction and Pratyaksha Pramana for manifesting the power of knowing large amount of information in a very short time.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies. What can be measured? Measuring the effects of being in enlightenment state. Vedic sciences have always maintained that consciousness is the very substance of space and time. His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Paramahamsa Nityananda, has clearly defined the existence of 11 dimensions of consciousness. As per his elucidation, space can exist by itself. On the other hand, time can exist only in the presence of space, but can still exist without other dimensions, including the obvious ones, depth, length, and breadth. Source from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 2, Consciousness, page 83. In quantum terms, thought too is energy. Every cell of our body produces thoughts in the form of signals, which may be electrical, chemical, or otherwise. These can be measured in TPS, or thoughts per second. The normal TPS of the average human being can be hundreds of or thousands. Some thoughts are processed consciously, while others are processed unconsciously. A TPS of 0 is the state of Advaita, or enlightenment. Space is made up of strings of potential energy, which are in constant vibration, spanda, leading to the creation of virtual particles. This is a very basis of the Vedic truth of consciousness. In the Avatar Shastra, Swamiji mentions quantum physicist Amit Goswami's article about entanglement between two people. Quantum physicist of Indian origin, Amit Goswami, made two people meditate together. They were separated in two chambers, one person in each. When one person had a light stroked at his eye, it caused the firing of certain frequency in the brain. Remarkably, at the same moment, the other person's brain also fired, even though he never saw the light. This proves that the energies of people intuitively affect each other.
There are two kinds of movement in the world. One kind of movement is maximum speed limit with the speed of light. That's the kind of movement that is allowed in the domain that we call space and time. That's where matter moves, that's where things look diverse. But the other kind of domain is where the speed of communication is infinite. We call it non-local. That's the domain of potentiality. And if there is instant connection in that domain, then do you see, it got to be one. If things are instantly interconnected, that interconnectedness is oneness. That is the oneness that mystics and spiritual teachers talk about. That is the oneness. So simply by recognizing that objects are possibilities, we are looking at a oneness. And then it's just a question.
Setting up item for manifesting the powers of large information, length dimension, large information from Akasha. So camera with timestamp, Jnananjan if possible, Atma Murti, or you can have the Murti on your screen, pen and a paper. Take few moments to set up your camera, download the timestamp, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the screen. Make sure the camera is facing you and the Atma Murti and what you're writing clearly. These are very special moments, so don't miss the video recording. Guidelines: turn on the video recording, apply Jnananjan on your third eye. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Randomly ask detail has the definite answer to compare, like a poetry or prose or stories or slokas or akashic reading, which with the keywords. Use Atmamurti to manifest the power of third eye. If the results matches exactly the large amount of text with the key concept, keyword, and the context, would be perfect manifestation. If you got some portion of it is correct, then you started manifesting the powers. Verify authentically and share the videos with others with powerful cognition and listen to others experience the power manifestation. Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence. The Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. You need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down,
That is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength. now declaring complete integrity with Bhagwan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagwan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency, and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om नित्यानंद परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानंद परम शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानंद परम शिवोऽहम् 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnananda Paramashivam.
Verification process, verification that no editing of video is happening in the power manifestation video. Verification that verify the video is not stopped or restarted. All video have a timestamp. Video should have a wide angle view. Do not tamper with the questions by showing the method of giving clues is prohibited. Do not prepare the questions or answers in the front of them. If the answer is in the different metric system, convert it accordingly before verifying. Do not use any electronic device, Bluetooth or books during the power manifestation. Give complex, difficult questions so you know you are manifested the powers, not the simple ones. Authentically, the results should match as seen exactly by anyone commonly and not interpret the results to match with the results. Thank you for manifesting these powers. Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapadhati, Nityananda Jnanapadhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham